What if I told you that law enforcement can track everywhere you've been for the past 90 days, without a warrant, without installing anything on your phone, and without you ever knowing about it? It sounds like something from a dystopian novel, but it's happening right now through a tool called Fog Reveal. And the most unsettling part, it's completely legal. Hi everyone, Ron from Certo here. And today we're diving into one of the most controversial surveillance tools in modern policing. It's a system that sparked heated debates about privacy, constitutional rights, and the future of digital surveillance. And this isn't a conspiracy theory. Fog Reveal is a real tool being used by police departments across the United States. And understanding how it works is crucial for anyone who cares about digital privacy. So in this video, we'll break down exactly what Fog Reveal is, how it operates, and why it represents such a significant shift in modern surveillance. So Fog Reveal is a surveillance platform developed by Fog Data Science that allows law enforcement to track people's movements through their mobile devices without obtaining a warrant. Now, how is this possible? Well, instead of directly intercepting your phone's location, which would require legal authorization, Fog Reveal purchases commercially available location data from the advertising industry. Every day, your smartphone, tablet, and other devices broadcast signals as they connect to apps, websites, and other services. Many of these apps collect your location data and sell it to data brokers, who then package and resell it. Fog Data Science purchases this data, reportedly collecting over 15 billion signals globally each day, and makes it searchable for law enforcement. Okay, so let me show you exactly what the police can do with this tool. Now, I can do this because Fog Reveal's full user manual was actually leaked online, and it reveals capabilities that most people would find quite alarming. So the primary feature is called geofencing. Law enforcement can draw a virtual fence around any location, a protest site, a political rally, or even someone's home, and identify every device that was present during a specific time. They simply search for an address, select their date range, draw their fence, and run the query. Within seconds, Fog returns a list of devices that were inside that geofenced area. Each device is identified by a unique ID number, essentially a digital fingerprint that follows that device everywhere it goes. But here's where it goes a step further. Once police identify a device of interest, they can track its entire movement history for up to 90 days. The manual explicitly describes this as a pattern of activity search. Police can see where you live, where you work, who you visit, and everywhere else you've been. Now, perhaps the most concerning of all this is the Common Device Query feature. This allows investigators to identify devices that appear at multiple locations. So for example, police could geofence multiple locations to an investigation and search for overlapping devices. This might help identify suspects or witnesses, but it also means innocent people whose daily routines happen to intersect with these locations could be swept up in a search. Okay, so how is this even legal? Because the Fourth Amendment protects Americans against unreasonable searches and requires law enforcement to obtain warrants based on probable cause. And the Supreme Court has ruled that tracking someone's location over an extended period constitutes a search requiring a warrant. But Fog Reveal exploits a significant loophole, the third-party doctrine. You see, when you install an app that collects your location data, you're often agreeing to terms and conditions that allow that app to share or sell your data. Because you've voluntarily shared this information with the app developer, law enforcement argues they can purchase it without a warrant. So this creates a bizarre situation where police can't directly track your phone without judicial oversight, but they can buy that exact same information from data brokers who collected it through apps you may have downloaded years ago and forgotten about. Okay, now it's important to understand what Fog Reveal can and cannot do. Fog Reveal tracks your location through the signals your device broadcasts, but it can't access the contents of your device. It can't read your messages or monitor your calls. That level of invasive monitoring typically comes from spyware that's been installed directly on your device, often by cyber criminals or even someone you know, like a suspicious partner or employer. Certo Anti-Spy specializes in detecting spyware, keyloggers, and other malicious software that could be monitoring everything you do on your phone. So if you value your phone security, Certo Anti-Spy is an essential tool to ensure your data remains private. And I've included a link in the description below if you want to check it out. So the debate over Fog Reveal represents a larger question facing democratic societies. How do we balance legitimate law enforcement needs with fundamental privacy rights in an age where our devices constantly broadcast our locations? Some states are beginning to address this issue. Legislators in several jurisdictions are considering laws that would require warrants before police can access location data, regardless of whether it's purchased commercially or obtained directly. But for right now, Fog Reveal and similar tools operate in a legal gray area. Technically permissible under current interpretations of the law, but raising serious questions about whether those interpretations adequately protect the privacy the Fourth Amendment was meant to guarantee. So if you found this deep dive into Fog Reveal valuable and want to see more content just like this, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments what other surveillance tools or privacy topics you'd like us to investigate next. And of course, subscribe to the channel for regular smartphone security tips. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay secure.